Thank you for all your lovely comments on the previous video. And to pull myself away from how I am feeling, because it's very much an am, you know, this doesn't go away at the moment because situations across the world are probably the worst that I've seen them in my lifetime. But anyway, look, it is what it is, and as many of you have said, there's nothing much we can do about it, and we just keep going. And look, I thought I'd be very direct with you today and show you a messy room in my cottage. Now this is actually, well, this place started life as the lodge, and myself and my daughters and a friend of mine built it together for my mother. Let me just pull this back. Okay. So believe it or not, I've been tidying this area all morning. And as you can see, I've got a way to go. I mean, a way to go. It's now my studio. the laptop balanced on top of something. It's my studio, and it's where I do a lot of my writing. In fact, virtually all my writing and a lot of my work on social media. And you can see over there, there's a day bed. Sometimes I sleep in here. When I have guests, I'm very happy to give up my own bed and my own bedroom and sleep in here with Pats. So let me just, you know what I think I'll do? I think I'll just show you around. You're probably quite curious. If you're anything like me, you're curious to see all those nooks and crannies. So this is my day bed, and there's a little pull-out bed underneath. These are boxes of books which I have printed in my local town because I try to support local communities wherever I can. It would be much easier to upload the whole things, you know, to Amazon, but don't like Amazon. Don't like anyone being the richest man in the world or the second richest. This is also where I store a lot of my books, because I do a lot of reading as well as a lot of writing. So I've got literally tons of books in here, and I mean tons. And let me just show you some more here. Masses of books. I also do my sewing in here. So you can see I've got material, knitting needles, got my dressmaker's model with a lovely old, kind of looks like a 1950s style dress, and a felt bag that was made for me. My glue gun, oh, the teapot, of course, very important. A nice view of the garden, yeah. And because this little place is a tin roof, you can hear the rain. That's one of the lovely things about having a tin roof. You know, it might be cheap and cheerful, but it keeps the rain out, and you get the beautiful sound of the rain. So, yeah, there's all my envelopes up there, and more books and envelopes. Little built-in wardrobe there that houses winter coats and other stuff. Stuff, eh? Stuff is the bane of our lives, I think, but necessary as well. So I'm going to continue tidying up here. I'm also thinking about starting a juice fast, you know, just to get my head together, because when I do juice fasting, it brings a lot of clarity to my head, to my brain, and it allows my body to rest. And I think, actually, at the moment, and I know it sounds weird, but I think I'm under a bit of stress. Sometimes I have cursed empathy, and I've always been an empath ever since I was a child. I used to feel very deeply for the sadness that my mother had in many ways. She lost 2 babies and she mourned them all her life. And her life was very hard, actually. She bore 11 children, you know, and she had a lot of grief. But anyway, I think that being an empath, which I've always been since I was a very young child, has drawn a lot of the urgency of the suffering going on in the world towards me. And I just want to sort of, I want to break from it, you know. I want to feel gay again. And I mean gay in the true sense of the word. I just want to feel gay. Anyway, look at that wee girl there, I think wants to go outside for a wee walk. So she spent most of the morning sitting in the sunshine on the daybed. Aren't dogs lovely? Dogs and cats, you know, they don't harbour grief and sadness. They seem to just jolly along. Live in the moment, I think, is what they do. Live in the moment. So, anyway, look at the rain. Okay, this is a raw video and straight through, so blessings to you all, my friends. Well, despite the cloudy weather and the hailstones and everything, the lemon balm is coming up. Look at this. And so many flowers in the garden are just popping out. It's so lovely to see. And, you know, at this point in time, I don't know about you, but I need constant reminders that all is well. And when I look at nature and I see the seasons beginning to manifest within her, I know that all is well. And the beauty, well, behold the beauty. The Magnolia stellata is almost in full bloom. And there's a peace, a lovely peace beginning to descend, despite the horrific news today that's bringing us ever closer to Lord knows what. Anyway, all is well. All is well here at Bealtaine Cottage. And I look forward. Oh, just look at that sky out there. There's some really rough weather coming in. It's quite cold, and there's been a little bit of a talk about snow. Such is March, isn't it? Hopefully the in like a lion, out like a lamb old saying will prevail, because it would be nice to see the warmer part of spring. Fingers crossed. It's got very dark in the cottage now because there is definitely a whole sky full of rain approaching. If there's a cloudburst, it will seem almost biblical in proportion. I know by that sky. So my tidy up here in the studio continues. And I've managed to unblock the door because there was stuff stacked up there, masses of it. There's a big mass of stuff here now that I've got to sort through, but anyway, that's behind me. So this is a little nursing chair and stool that my youngest daughter gave me, and it's such a comfortable piece. I know it's a bit bulky, but it's worth keeping because it's so comfortable, and it's a rocker. It's a rocking chair. Managed to dismantle my model and stick her up there on the table. So continuing to clear, like I say. It's getting there. Slowly but surely it's getting there. There's actually a big space here on the floor now, which is wonderful. So just to say blessings to you all and have a lovely weekend. And thank you so much for all your wonderful comments. I so appreciate them.